Good evening. This is CTV News for Monday, December 17th. I'm Patricia Vallone.
And I'm Rochelle Metzger. Glad to have you with us tonight. Millions across the country are mourning the loss of the victims in Friday's shooting massacre at Sandy Hook Elementary. Today, school officials and school children through Prince George's are honoring those who suffered such tragic deaths. And CTV's Makia Turner has more.
Here at District Heights Elementary School, the flag is raised half-staff this morning in remembrance of victims and heroes who died in Friday's Sandy Hook tragedy in Newtown, Connecticut.
We're going to have a moment of silence in honor of our students in Connecticut.
Today, students throughout Prince George's put aside their books for a moment of silence to honor and remember those 20 children and 6 adults who were senselessly shot dead.
The moment of silence is our way of honoring the people that have lost their lives. This is a horrible event. Certainly, Prince George's County Community Schools extends our heartfelt condolences.
My son and me cry for that because, you know, maybe next time is this school or another school.
Norma Mina, a mother of 2, says she can't imagine an incident so tragic happening here at home.
Now my son, he can work at school to home anytime he wants. And he's 10 years old, but still, you know, we need more maybe police officers in here.
And like Mina, other parents were curious to know what additional safety measures are being put in place. Michael Blow, director of the county's school security system, says procedures are under review.
We are reviewing our security protocols as we normally do on a regular basis. But this incident certainly has prompted school systems throughout the nation to just sit down this morning and just kind of look at what we're doing. Are the protocols that we have now, are they the appropriate things? What's working? And maybe some other things that are not working well or like we want them to. But certainly I think everyone is waiting to get the final details after the authorities in Connecticut have had a chance to look at everything that occurred so that we can all learn from this tragic incident in terms of things that we can do to prevent this from happening to our students here in Prince George's.
While officials continue their review, Sheriff Melvin High advises parents to talk to their kids about the incident.
Our children need to be heard and for parents to have those conversations in the right way with their youngsters so that any concerns or cares or issues that they might have, that they have a place that they can raise them and they can get a good response. And the response comes best from parents and the adults that's closest to them. So I would say to parents, find the right way to have a conversation with your children about this incident.
County police officers will increase patrol through next week. Officials say there is no specific threat that Prince George's schools are at risk. From District Heights, I'm Makia Turner, CTV News.
Meanwhile, students and faculty members at Cora Rice Elementary in Landover also held a moment of silence today in honor of the victims. Students were asked to sit or stand still in their classrooms for a minute in order to reflect on the lives that were lost last Friday at Sandy Hook Elementary. Teachers and administrators say the incident has sparked a dialogue at the school concerning preventative safety measures.
Just making sure that they have a buddy in the hall when they transfer to the building, ensuring them that we're a safe school, how the doors, we have it's a huge school, we have 675 students, and just all the doors, how they're locked, and making sure that they don't just go up to the door and let a stranger in. We have different codes that we use, code blue, code yellow, and the students are aware when they hear that it's a code, they have to sit still and quiet so the teachers can get further instruction. A lot of the students were talking about just, you know, kids dying, the reality of death and how, you know, evil or mean people are. And some of our kids were crying this morning. We just had to hug them. So we're just remaining positive. We have to move on. It is a very touchy time of the year because we know the season that we're in. So just pulling on the teachers. We're going to meet as well. Again, I'm meeting with them by grade levels, that we just revisit our whole emergency plan, and we're communicating with our security who works both schools.
And a school counselor at Cora Rice also says she will answer questions that students may have concerning the incident throughout the week. Well, the gun control debate is heating up. During last night's interfaith ceremony, President Obama made several references suggesting the urgency for gun control and vowing to take action. We asked students from the University of Maryland for their thoughts on this effort.
I think that there should be more stringent gun control measures so that it's harder to get guns. So possibly like just more regulation. You need to, I don't know, get like checked from time to time. So that's about all I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think that might deter the amount of mass shootings that we're having?
I think it would probably make it more difficult for people who would be more likely to commit mass shootings to actually get guns, at least by a little bit. So,
with the gun control policy, it will make it harder for people to contribute mass murders like that, especially like with the I think the issue with the Batman movie, that also was kind of just a lot going on, plus the kinetic issue. It will definitely help out with that.
So you feel like President Obama should introduce some stricter rules about gun control, and that might be helpful to curbing some of the violence in our society.
Yes. So that's what I believe. I mean, you don't know what possibly could happen. Even if it's just a small change, it's something. So.
Right.
And the National Rifle Association has not given a response to the shooting.
Nearly 160 guns are off the street tonight. This after the Prince George's Police Department held a gift cards for guns event this past Saturday. Residents who brought in weapons were given a gift card valued at up to $100. Officials attribute the high turnout to the shooting at Sandy Hook Elementary School. The event was held at St. Mark's United Methodist Church in Laurel. This is the third such event for the County Police Department.